Yeah. All right, we're back with Disney Island of Illusion, and boy, howdy, did things get crazy in here. We've got the button that I thought we already. I guess it didn't save our progress. That's interesting.
Did somebody fart, or was that in the game?
Do you think that gigantic shake again?
Gigantamax, what happened?
Why does Minnie look like she's in pain when she's getting like?
I told you she's getting like. Ah!
It's like the Marvel thing.
Doc.
All right, this
we still haven't learned how to swim.
This has gotta be it.
Do you wish each character had like their own incentives? Like, do you wish like Goofy jumped higher, or like Donald ran faster, or do you like the fact that everybody's just the same?
I mean, that'd be pretty fun. Did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually not Super Mario Brothers 2, and that's where that whole thing came from?
Do you know that Michael took an hour to try to set up for a 3DS game? And he just never did. Did you know? I'll tell y'all later.
No, you won't. When are you gonna tell them?
I'm talking about y'all.
Oh.
Guys, why are you so slow?
Michael.
Gosh, I hate playing this game with you.
I'm just like, I can't be that much better than you guys.
Who was the worst Final, not Final Fantasy, who was the worst Fire Emblem character that they added to Smash Brothers?
I don't know. Draw a name out of a hat.
Violet.
It's like one of those. It's like you're all just terrible.
Like he's even in an interview said, "Yeah, I went a little far with that, didn't I?" And then like, not far enough.
And then it's like, here's a Xenoblade character that could be mistaken for Fire Emblem character.
Give us the rope, Trevor. Here's a cute
was it Pyra?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Pyra. That's what he sounds like. Is Pyra.
That's probably the worst overall.
Pyra.
Do you like Joker being added?
Joker? I mean, I nothing it.
Who?
It's a very popular game. So I mean, I'll give it that. Like at least it's popular.
Joker from Persona.
Like at least that's a game that sold like a few million copies. Like easily double Xenoblade. It's all too Trevor.
No, Trevor, you're on the no. Why did you do that? What are you doing?
Where am I going?
You were up there.
There's a secret.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you were supposed to keep going.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Matt. Thank you.
Oh. Hug jump. Oh. My God.
Mickey Mouse kind of sounds like old school Diddy Kong, like from the what's it called, that game where he's racing and stuff. I don't think we have this book yet.
I think Trevor got vaporized.
We gotta go down a little bit. See, Trevor, that whole thing you risked everything for and ended up losing, that actually wasn't worth your time.
I was right.
Yeah, Trevor's always right. I just think a clown nose is getting honked when I get hit.
That'd be the funniest thing ever. They be making sounds like that, sounding so innocent. They'll say stuff like, "Shut your face!
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you in a battle." Like it'll be something crazy like that. That'd be hilarious. I really had a great time with that game, and I would have never played it if it wasn't for Diddy Kong Racing. Like all of those games that were very collaborative made me want to play all of their masterpieces, which is why they were like brilliant. Like I didn't know who Link was until Super Smash Brothers.
Me neither. I bought Oracle of Seasons as my first Zelda game.
Really?
And Gryffindor wasn't even in the game.
No, definitely mine was
Gryffindor.
Ocarina of Time.
Donkey Kong.
Oh my gosh, I've been trying to get you to hug me the whole time, man.
Dang, nabbit! Ah!
Man, listen.
Uncle Steve, are you all right?
Well, tough times, but Uncle Steve is keeping his head above water.
I just want to.
But seriously, things could be better.
Oh, what happened?
The airflow shift worked too well. We're pulling in moon juice from the sky below.
How do we help fix it?
You'll have to travel down to the sky below and find the original blockage. You'll need special equipment to dive deep into the moon juice.
I have a feeling we may conveniently bump into someone who can help with that.
Uncle Steve has marked your map with the estimated location of the blockage.
All right, everyone, it's time for a deep dive.
By the way, don't go asking for the clams for anything. They can be a little shellfish. But seriously, the clams are not nice.
Don't tell me that would be the funniest thing to do. If he talked like a banjo character. I can't be the only one that finds that funny, dude.
What was my man's name? Banjo?
Oh, gamer time.
Bottles?
Gamer time.
Bottles, yeah. I forgot how Bottles talks.
I just love how the beginning of Banjo 2 is. Oh no, you're not tricking me. Oh no, you're not tricking me again. Well, I didn't say anything after that.
I've never played the story mode of that game. More
What?
than, like,
Yeah, I need to actually play through that. I played through it, but I stopped at what was the name?
Dude,
Patches.
can we do how we did Donkey Kong 64 and just played through Banjo Kazooie and Tooie together?
Well, the hard part will be getting us all together at
I
the same
can't
time.
do this anymore.
Mazzy, are you a sight for sore eyes?
My friends, I'm going to guess this visit is about the moon juice filling mops.
You'd be right again.
As always, I have the contraptions to continue your quest. Wait a minute, you're scaling this. Mickey, this gold-finned friend will help you breathe in the deep.
Gosh, that isn't fishy at all. He's kind of cute.
Queen Miss Minnie, made from my own scuba suit with adjustments, unless you also have a tail hand.
No, but my tail is handy. Thank you.
Goofy, I'm not one for puns, but I couldn't resist this watermelon fruity fin. I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it, but thanks.
I don't get it.
Why would you need help with swimming? Because you're,
He doesn't like to talk about it.
oh dear, I'm so sorry. It's never good to assume. Give me a second.
Sure, it sounds like he's dying. I don't think it's good. Here you go. Not my best work, I'll admit.
Partially broken. Well, my friends, this is the end of our journey together.
Oh Michael, you gotta finish him out. It is.
It's time for me to rest, and I'm not sure when I might reemerge.
Thank you for everything, Mazzy. Thanks, Mazzy. You're a true friend.
Thanks for all the food, Mazzy, even if I can't eat it.
The pleasure has truly been mine, your scaliness. Thank you for giving this old inventor some purpose. A wise man once said, "Don't be sad at parting. Be grateful for the time together with the king of the Kremlings." And I am truly, truly grateful. Goodbye, friends.
Go get the crystal coconut. I'm going to miss him. Me too. I'm good.
Hey.
Swim. Seamlessly swim through moon juice.
Moon juice. Aye. Guys, would you like a drink of moon juice?
In my squirrel shoot. Oh, that's so cool.
I'm telling you, like,
That's so cool. You see my little helmet too? My watermelon helmet?
This is a copy off of Donkey
They
Kong
took-
Country Tropical Freeze.
no, it's Rayman.
No, the little
is
boost is
literally
Diddy
me.
Kong.
Do you-
No, it's when you press the square button in Rayman.
Matthew, do you still believe Rayman Legends is a better platformer than Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze?
Did he ever say that?
Yes.
Can we fight these guys?
Did you hit the button,
Yeah,
Michael?
I sure did.
You
I
hit
sure
the
hit
button.
the button.
The Y button? Yeah.
Good joke, your scaliness.
It has truly been a pleasure serving you, King Karul.
I asked Matt a question before.
Why they hating on me?
Nah. I said, do you still believe Rayman Legends is a better platformer in some ways than Tropical Freeze?
Yeah,
No.
in some ways. Yeah,
What ways?
I think Tropical Freeze is still better. I don't know. Rayman's like epic levels, man, are pretty wild. Oh, ow!
It got you too, buddy.
His like losing animations are just so funny. Or sounds. Wow!
I wonder who's been voicing the character longer, Bill Farmer or like Charles Martinet with Mario, because Bill
Well,
Farmer.
Charles Martinet just got
I,
kicked out.
I know.
I got a conspiracy theory with that where just like he asked for more money and they're like, all right, and now we part of
Now he's the Mario ambassador.
Yeah, I feel like that's he gets to be the Mario ambassador if he signs an NDA swearing he won't talk
Well,
about
people
it.
say it's like, oh, it's because he's old. I'm like, okay, give me a break, dude.
If that was the case, then like I feel like he would have announced retirement and said that with like I don't know, with the way that it was done, I feel like he asked for a raise and they were like, excuse me? We don't
No.
do raises.
I just think it's funny, and then everybody's just, man, Nintendo's so great. Literally, Charles Martinet's last role was in the Mario movie as Mario's dad or something like that. I saw some tweet about that. I'm like, man, you guys just make it easy for their PR team. You just it writes itself, dude. His last role was going out on top as in the Mario movie.
He got to say woohoo for $12.
Before taxes. Okay, let's head out of here and get down to the sky below. Hey. Spoiler face McShowrooner and his sidekicks up here. Yes? Uncle Steve has asked me to tell you about 9P54F3I, the admin controls. Underneath my current position is a button. Hit the button to dynamically change mops whenever you want. Spoiler face is very quiet. I think he's trying to avoid spoiling anything. Well, it's a bit late for that.
Oh, okay. Want me to tell you about the next episode?
Now, goodbye.
Gotta say,
Adios.
the more I see the Mario movie, the less I like the Chris Pratt voice.
Michael. I think 1 billion people don't care what you
Luigi.
think.
Luigi.
As long as we got
that's,
each
that's
other.
what I say about the Lion King movie. I mean, like, sure, John Oliver can't carry a tune to save his life, but, you know, the money doesn't lie. It's better than the original.
Nobody said that.
Well, it sure made more money than the original.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
I have to look it up, Michael.
Yeah, the first one didn't chart on the over $1 billion.
Yeah, and I bet they
Now,
spent
does that
much
have
more
more to do with inflation than anything else? Yeah, but you know.
And also, how much money did they put into that movie? I can bet money that the original didn't cost $300 million to make.
Oh gosh, we gotta go all the way.
Do we see the teleporters on the map? Oh, right here.
Hey!
Oh, oh boy.
Oh, boy!
Oh boy. The Darkless. The Darkless.
What were you saying, Trevor?
I can bet money that the original didn't cost $300 million to make.
Trevor, Cottrello Games doesn't endorse betting,
Sure.
so, you know, I wouldn't recommend. Right, Michael?
I'm sure that
It's against the code of conduct in the Cottrello Games manual you received on your first day on the job.
Yeah, I don't believe in microtransactions.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that like
I will bet.
you're right. I'm just saying that like box office money isn't like everything. And I mean, you know, like
Oh, wait, we go down here, dudes.
you could take the most talented voice actor in the world, and then you know trade him out for Chris Pratt, and it would make more money, no matter what kind of performance he gave.
That's not true.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Wait.
I mean, that's why he's in the movie, because like, you know, as Miyamoto said, he's so cool. And, like, does he do it? I don't know. It's just like
I do
would
love
say it's
Chris
like a
Pratt,
bad
though.
job. It's just like the more I hear it, the less I like it, because it just sounds like he's going, "Ah, princess, this is my Italian accent, pizza."
You know.
Luigi?
I actually,
I don't
mean,
think it's as
I think
noticeable.
Charlie Day's a much better fit for the Luigi role.
Oh, it's down here, Michael.
Chris Pratt, it feels like they just got, you know, whatever the most
He's-
famous
he-
dude in the
he-
room was.
he's not that
Oh,
off-putting.
there's 3 dots.
And
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Chris Pratt
I
though.
thought he did a fine job. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd have recast that whole movie if it was me, but it's not. The people that they chose weren't bad
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
not about
They
talent,
perform.
it's about marketing.
Correct.
Well, I
It's
mean,
called show business. Yes.
Charlie Day isn't like huge, I would say. Definitely not for like a family-friendly movie, I feel like.
Yeah, well, he's got like 4 lines in the movie, so it's like, yeah, they didn't really need to.
That's Mama Luigi to you, Mario. I really hate these platforms. These are so like non-co-op friendly.
Oh man, that guy's.
Yeah, but somebody replaced the part where he says you got Luigi to like, that's Mama Luigi to you, Mario.
Yeah, they definitely took out some of the parts in the trailer, in the movie.
Crikey. I'm also saying that the Lion King remake is definitively like not a good movie, but for a multitude of reasons, too numerous to not turn this into a 3-hour-long podcast on how weird an idea it was to make a realistic National Geographic documentary with lion politics.
Greenhouse podcast. Greenhouse podcast. Greenhouse podcast. We could discuss it there, Michael.
We sure could. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it made more money than the original. That's why they're greenlighting a Mufasa prequel.
You know, now that everyone's got podcasts, Michael, you know, our friend Jordan Green was ahead of the curve, man. He had the vision.
Noise.
Here, I'll look at it. It's killing you.
No, I already looked it up, but the original only cost $45 million to make, and it made almost $1 billion in the box office back in the 90s. So you can do the math. I can guarantee the live animation one cost $200 million to make. So already profitability wise, the original definitely made more money. And of course, you know, it's more impactful. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. You're right. Box office don't necessarily mean everything, but
right, we gotta go. Yeah, cool. Oh, watch out. Oh, watch out. Oh! Oh! You avoid that guy.
1.6 billion versus 900 million.
how much did it cost to make, Michael?
So it cost 260 million.
Okay,
so
Michael, profitability.
You subtract 260 from 1600.
Well,
you're still well above.
The rule of thumb is you double the budget, and that's how much it actually
Even so,
costs.
you're still way above the original in terms of like actual profit.
You said 1.6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
1.6 minus, let's say 4.
And don't let's add in.
It's still let's say it's double, and let's say 5. Let's subtract 5. It's 1.1 billion versus the other one, which would be
it's 1.1 billion.
I'm gonna use the famous line that y'all like to use. Let's also take into like consideration inflation as well.
Oh yeah, but that was my point. Is that like that? You know, just saying like, yeah, but it sold well. It's like, I mean, you know, so did FTX. Just like.
I mean, but and also you're talking about
you
a
gotta
movie,
press a button.
and also you're also talking about something that, like a bad movie. Like I don't know anybody that says, oh yeah, the Lion King movie was like excellent. Like nobody says that, but a lot of people really enjoyed that Mario movie. You did not enjoy it. It just wasn't a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fun the first time. It's just the second time, it's like, oh my gosh, I just can't take it with the. Remember this from video games?
No,
I don't understand what.
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me nuts, dude.
Yeah. How do you get up there?
Which I mean, yeah, it's not like they were trying to make something like, you know, with a plot or with.
I think you glitched
you know,
it.
a story or anything. Like they were well aware of what they were doing. It's like, you know.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Whatever,
it's fun to
but
look
like,
at.
But even I'll say, as somebody who saw it 3 times in theaters, I definitely by the 3rd time was like, yeah, this movie like. And that's the thing I always say with like less story-driven movies that are more like, hey, action, explosions, fun, you know, quote unquote fun, is that they just don't have like the. I can keep coming back to it over and over and over again, you know.
Yeah. No, listen.
There's like no substance.
Oh, you keep going down.
The movie served its purpose, and I'm gonna tell you right. I hate to make excuses for it, but like, or you know, poke holes in it. I would bet all the money in my bank account that a large reason why the Lion King sold almost like even that much is a large part because of Beyonce making a whole album behind it too.
This is you see this, dude?
Yeah, go up, and then left and down.
Up and then left and then down. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's a million reasons why things sell well and things don't. Like, Jurassic World has made a ton of money off of just having dinosaurs in a movie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally that simple.
Yeah, I think it's sold more than Jurassic Park, but we know the difference.
Yeah, so I'm saying, yeah, that's my point. In like, the money doesn't tell the full story. Because like by that metric, we.
But Michael, it's not a bad movie. I mean,
Mario
my greater point.
I mean, yeah,
it's not a bad movie. Like plenty of people would disagree with you that it's not.
Sure, I mean, you know, and they would all be Mario fans, and that's fine. You know, it's like the whole thing with it is if you and I mean, this is kind of like what's different about like this genre movie. It's not meant to like tell a story or challenge your perspective or anything. It's not meant to really do anything, but like, do you remember that from Super Mario? And it's like, that's fine. Like I you know, enjoyed it. It's fun to look at, but yeah, I'm just saying, all I was saying is the more I see of it, the more I'm like, yeah, it's just,
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, and that's I don't know if you wanted to say like if you wanted to say it's like a 3 out of 10 movie, you could make that case, and I wouldn't.
3 out of 10. All right. I mean, I feel like that's somebody just being overtly harsh, but
I mean, maybe. I feel like someone who hasn't who's
3 out of 10.
Someone who's not familiar with Mario and doesn't find like, oh my gosh, that's Rainbow Road. It's like they're not going to enjoy it because like the whole appeal of that movie
no
is
real
that
like character
Didn't you
development.
look at
There's
Mario's
no like
fingers.
there's no like.
Didn't you say your wife liked that movie? She's not a Mario fan.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, but I think like as a casual experience, but I mean, you know, like I also didn't ask her for her grade on the movie to like, you know, I'm just saying like I wouldn't argue with you much if you thought it was like that
Well,
bad.
that's why that movie, I feel like if we're being objective, that's one where like I feel like the critics like oh my gosh. The score that the critics gave it like 60%, you know, is what it averaged out to after all the reviews were in. Yeah, we do. I feel like that's probably where if I was being like objective about it where I would land. I think I enjoyed it more than that. But I think just its lack of story and character development and elements like that, like, yeah, I would have to say it's like, you know, especially like even like getting from like the beginning to where Donkey Kong is, it felt like we just like were speed running a video game or something.
Yeah.
Like it was just so.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to squeeze as many references in as possible to keep the
I
runtime
mean,
as short
listen,
as possible to sell as many tickets as possible.
I started off by saying I felt like they cut out.
Trevor, well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was going to say, I told Michael that, though, that they wanted that movie as short as possible, because the thing is, if a movie's shorter, that means you can show it on more screens during a day, and that means you can make more money. And I was like, oh, yeah, when I saw that movie was an hour 30, I was like, yeah, I already knew that was happening. Nintendo was like, we want to make as much as we can with this.
Yeah, well,
which makes
it feels like they could have cut out, like, you know, certain things and to focus more.
We gotta go up, right?
You spend a remarkably small amount of time with, you know, the other half of the Mario Brothers.
Didn't we? We came down here already, didn't we?
No, that's why it's not filled out.
No, do you remember? That's where the watch. See? Yeah, we gotta go like get the key. Let's go right here.
You also spend a very small amount of time with Bowser. I feel like you didn't get the chance to like actually be intimidating.
I mean, you really, like I said, you kind of spend
and then you don't get any
time with everybody.
They try and build up this buddy cop thing with Mario and Donkey Kong, and you don't get that either. It's like, you know, you just enough for the references. It was like, remember the Donkey Kong rap? Do you remember who wrote it? I sure don't.
Oh, that's one thing I do not forgive them for, dude, because like people are talking about how like in a lot of movies, like these musicians don't get credit for their stuff. And like not putting Grant Kirkhope's name in the credits
it's just
is
petty
like
and weird.
I know, it's
like,
just
why?
Like yeah, that's one thing that is a like that makes me like not appreciate that movie.
It's just like you
much.
want him to know that you know, like
it belongs to me.
It's the this is property of Nintendo Company Limited.
Yeah.
Renting games should be illegal.
No, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I feel like if you're an artist at all, like stuff like that is just not cool.
Well, it's just like Nintendo patenting a bunch of stuff from Zelda as if that game wasn't heavily inspired by Minecraft and Assassin's Creed. It's like, yeah, you guys were the first people ever to come up with this stuff. Also, they're patenting stuff that's like in Banjo nuts and bolts. But yeah, I mean, it's just
the
like,
original goat.
It's but yeah, it's like you don't feel like you actually get the time to see anything. It's just like, you know, as much references as possible.
I love how we got here just because you said you don't like Chris Pratt's voice when we both don't mind it.
Okay, Tarzan.
That's it when he gets hit by the bullet bill in the training montage. We're like, can we redo the Shrek scene?
And it was
No,
like,
you can't.
We're Illumination. Let's add some music.
Yeah.
Some commercialized music.
I like the music.
Yeah, but
The I Need a Hero bit was unnecessary. Shrek 2 did that to a point where like we don't need to use that anymore in cartoons.
I think in most cases the music was fit well and everything like that, but just that Donkey Kong Country song track that was cut, that was amazing. Can't
No,
forgive him
I
for
take so much issue with I Need a Hero, because it's just like it doesn't add anything.
All right, where are we going now?
And,
to the depths.
You know.
Michael, hold on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude,
I need an excuse to play that game again.
Oh, dude. Which one? Both of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Dude, those games are so good, man. Plus, you're like Glowbox in real life, so, you know.
Oh my gosh. Why did the game just get so much harder?
Wow!
Because you can't hug underwater, guys. You can't even hug underwater.
Wow!
It's illegal in 16 states.
Yeah, dude, we need a third game to, like, I don't care that it's been this many years. Like, please make a sequel to Rayman Legends, man. I would, oh gosh.
Yeah, Chris
And
Pratt
I feel
can
like
play the voice
after,
of Rayman.
I feel like after all the, like, internet discourse around video games now, kind of like Tropical Freeze, I feel like people have a large appreciation
They
for that
finally
game
came
now.
around. They're like, it's not Mario when it first came out.
Yeah,
I remember hearing a Tropical Freeze review like that. It was just like, yeah, I like the physics in Mario more. This bad game,
And that's
not
what's
Mario.
just like so disappointing, man. Because honestly, dude, I really feel like most franchises just do it better than Mario. I really do. Like, tell me like what Mario does better than like Donkey Kong Country, Rayman. Any
From
of
what
that
y'all
stuff.
tell me, Mario Odyssey was pretty exceptional.
No, I'm talking about 2D
2D Mario.
platformers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody caught up to us like 15 years later. They're like, you know, the new Super Mario games are a little played out. Like, welcome
like-
to Jurassic Park.
Like Super Mario Wonder just feels like it's like what Tropical Freeze and Returns were like 15 years earlier.
Yeah, it's just like, oh wow, like interesting mechanics and music,
But, like,
animation.
Dude, that's why like you had new Super Mario Bros. Wii come out, but then you got like Donkey Kong Country Returns, you got Rayman Origins. It's like I appreciate
both better,
I
yeah.
appreciate the appetizer, but now we got the main course, the like 5-star meal. Dude, I remember like you already know, Chur, with Donkey Kong. Like Michael and I played that Thanksgiving night because we weren't with family, and played through that game, beat it like the next day. But played it like all night. But Rayman Origins was like the same way. I think we went to a Walmart or something because Michael's like, this Rayman game came out. I didn't know much about it, even though I probably love Rayman more than Michael. But we got it. We were just playing that all night, dude. Like,
Whatever.
the first night of Rayman Origins was like, dude. And then that's why when they delayed Legends, like, we were sick, dude. Like, we were absolutely sick to our stomachs. That game was delayed 7 months just because Microsoft has a agreement that like if things are gonna be on their platform, it can't come out on other systems first.
Yeah, which
And that
I
game
mean,
sold like nothing on Xbox. It only sold what it did on like PlayStation and Wii U.
those sort of deals happen all the time. It's just like whatever system's in the lead that generation.
Oh, moon juice. Don't mind if I do. Wow! Surprised Donkey Kong Country Returns isn't in your, like, you like it better than Tropical Freeze, Michael, because no water levels. An underrated good thing about that game to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just the like overall level design is better. Plus no waggle.
But in place of that, you got...
Yeah, that whole world of that is exhausting. It's such a momentum killer for that game where they're like, hey, been liking this jumping in this jumping game?
Well, that world
Just
was fine with the
kidding.
minecart levels, and the rocket barrel, there was only one rocket barrel level that wasn't fun, which was the one with the bat that shoots special beam cannons at you. That one was like dreadful, dude.
It's a pace breaker for sure.
How close do you guys think we are to beating this here game?
I think we're about to run into the final boss.
Really? It doesn't feel like we're... Oh, yeah, we are going to the abyss, though. All these enemies are really annoying, dude. They all shoot things in, like, every direction.
Yeah, it seems like you just have to, like, wait until they're done playing out their animation.
But it's like every enemy kind of operates the same when you think about it, you know?
When you think about it, it really is a small world after all. Oh my god.
But, like...
The scaliness. What is that sound?
It sounds like a Zooey.
And then it'd be like Banjo kick this guy's... Wow! He sounds like he's like somebody's...
I like how Goofy literally has glow boxes.
Sounds like somebody's piecing him up, man. Oh, wow!
That's why
Not
Glowbox
the
is
eyes.
the best swimmer in
the
Rayman.
feet.
His like animation
Yeah, the little
stretched his
flipper.
body in such
Dude,
a
his
way that it was
animation-
like, so easy to like move around.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Yeah, he had the funniest
Nice.
animations. The slap. Oh, we did get there. Hold on, there's a little, like, rock I just broke.
That's the way forever.
Why does he use watermelon? I don't understand.
It's meant to be a shark fin, but also food. Ow.
Oh. I used Trevor as a shield that first time. What are you
I knew we'd have to do something like this.
What? A water level puzzle?
Well, like, there was like a clear path forward, but it's like, no, we're past that part of the game.
Trevor, what are you
There's
doing?
no clear path forward.
Trevor, what are you doing?
What's over there?
The way back. Michael already
finished
hit the
that.
switch.
Say, come on, Goof. Man, why can't you be Pete in this game?
Yeah, it looks like we can go this way.
No, I'm playing in Kingdom Hearts. No, you can't.
His hurt boxes would be too big. Which way? This way? There's a mailbox.
I love how he's like the king of darkness in Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, in those games, there's not enough Disney characters. You know, it seems like it's always like, yeah, that's enough Disney.
That's why
Let's get back
there's
to
a
anime
YouTuber who talked
melodrama.
about it, that like that game just kind of parades around like it's some like Disney experience when it's really just like the story it wants to tell is about anime people sword fighting.
I mean, kind of, sort of. I think the problem is when they do include the Disney stuff, they just make it corny.
Hugs. Hugs.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, don't you
You're gonna need these.
don't you want to
Hold
see?
on, I need one.
Don't you want to see the exact same scene from the movie, but not as cool?
Yeah, that seems like a licensing issue.
No, it's like, but with Sora,
where they literally have
where he's
you
like, wow,
play
Disney
through
princess, that's so cool.
They have you play through the plot of Frozen like exactly the way that it plays out.
Not
It's like, what's
necessarily.
interesting about that?
Not necessarily.
Well, there's an anime character that shows up that's like, she is the darkless in her.
No, they actually. That's
Trevor,
one.
move.
That's one of the two spots in the game that's actually original. Everything else is like literally just
like the Frozen song in it is so unnecessary because it just looks like a worse version of what's already in the movie.
no, that and the Big Hero 6 level are the only two levels in that game that actually have some thought. That's not just a rip off of the movie.
You think this is the last boss is gonna be a water level boss?
But you know, I don't know. That's my only gripe with it. As someone who loves
What do you
those games,
think?
but I had a fun time playing it. I ain't gonna hold you.
I love Kingdom Hearts to a certain extent too. It's just like You know, I gotta love it. For
The playability of it is real fun. Just the corny story is what. You know.
See, I see. That's where I'm like in the minority, dude. I don't think the game's funny. I literally think it's just like, but it's like playing Hyrule Warriors. Like you hit square, and then you like hit triangle, and then an animation. I'm telling you, dude. I played the game.
I've played them too. They're not.
Did you play the third one though? I can't speak for the other ones, but that's how the third one is. It's like there's this like train move that Sora has, and what you do is you usually swing a couple of times, and then this command comes up at the bottom that says press triangle. You press triangle, and then the train comes like spinning and that's literally the combat in that game, dude.
No, it's not.
And I'm like, how is that any different than Hyrule Warriors?
I've never played Hyrule Warriors, but I enjoy playing that game. Now, if you,
you'd probably like Hyrule Warriors too.
No, but like there's stats and like there's much more thought that you would put into the.
Dude, I'm telling you, I promise. I promise you, if you play that game, you will tell me that.
Oh, I promise you. All the jumping around and stuff.
No, because I know Michael and we've played Hyrule Warriors together, and I'm like, yeah, aside from like jumping, I guess, but even like all the levels, dude, like it's like, it reminds me of Lego games where you have these like big cool worlds, but you don't do anything in them. You don't like solve puzzles. You kind of just like move from like the front of the level to the back of the level, you know? Like, I don't know, man. I was just like, there's a popular, or a a competitive Melee player that talked about like Kingdom Hearts 3 was his first experience with the series, and like
my way through that.
Said the same thing, and I was like, yeah, dude, like when I played it, I was just like, wow, I just
it's the
thought
best,
it was way more fun than this.
It's the best and the worst one to start with. Like it's the best one to start with.
It's probably the most overhyped one of the most overhyped games ever.
But I think it's
people just like feel nostalgic for it. They feel a certain love for Disney worlds and characters, and I mean, really, what you got there is like a creative, you know, sort of interesting RPG that you play in action.
Something over here.
You know, it was like one of the first action RPGs to really like, you know, get wide commercial acclaim.
No, I'm in the minority of people who think this, but I actually think the first one is the best one, in my opinion, just because it's at its purest form. By the time I got to the second one, I was over it.
The problem with the first one is that the technology, like they just weren't really there yet with the worlds. The worlds just feel like tiny little boxes.
Yeah, the second one, they had some cooler functions, but the problem is once you just putting in the same stuff from the first one and the second one, you lose my respect.
But I just remember I read a thread on Reddit that was talking about like why do they're like
shamelessly reuse something.
They were talking about like a thread I was reading on Reddit that people were just talking about like, why is this game like have the reputation it has, but like, you know, like for such a like beloved series and all this stuff, but that's why like some people were just thinking that like, you know, it's just one of those games that like back in like the early 2000s you could like have that style of game and like it was fun, but now it's just like you just got to bring more to the table, you know, like it just that style of game just gets really old. You keep saying, dude, I'm telling you,
dude.
I feel like I'm telling you, knowing you, I will bet you, or not bet you, because we don't control games, doesn't endorse betting. I will give you exorbitant amounts of money if you came back and told me you didn't think that game is exactly what I'm telling you it is. I promise you. Like, well, Trevor's one thing, but I just knowing you and what you like, I promise you.
I like action RPGs. Hyrule
like, I've
Warriors,
never more
Hyrule
sure
Warriors
of anything in my life.
It has like as much RPG as like, you know, an Excel spreadsheet, which I guess, you know, like there is math somewhere in there, but like it's nowhere near what even like, you know, the first two Kingdom Hearts or even the Game Boy spin-off.
I don't even remember like the stats aspect of it, and like really even I don't know if I don't remember
and
that.
Even so, let's say that the combat really is that basic. You know, it's just like there's nothing going on with the combat. It's just literally mashing square.
You hear the the sound effect.
Get Michael, go over here. There we go.
Sure, what is your
Because
problem,
he
man?
slides off. He slides off.
I just
from
thought
right
he
there.
misses it, then you just hear.
No, he slides off from right there. So that's why.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Luigi with the wave dash.
Gosh, dude. All right, Trevor, stay there. I'm probably gonna lose.
What do we need these?
Ah!
Oh, we're right here. What do we need these cards for, dude?
Dude, I don't know. It's right. It's right here. It's
I
right.
know.
It's right here. Am I gonna 100% this game? Most likely not.
No, seriously, but I love the playthrough of 3. I just wish I could play the whole game on mute.
Okay, let's say that the combat is not good at all. It's literally Hyrule Warriors. You know, you just mash buttons. Even then, you would still have all the story stuff, all the exploration.
I know you did
like,
not
there's,
just say the story stuff.
I'm just saying, like, at least there's a story there. It's a lot more interesting than, like, you know, there's a girl who likes Link and, you know,
But I'm
kidnaps
talking
him or
strictly
something.
gameplay. I'm not talking about anything else. I mean, it's a gorgeous looking game too. I love the graphics
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
saying, like, the exploring, the stats, the collecting items, like, that's all gameplay, too.
Yeah, that's what broke my
But
heart.
that's what I mean though. I just feel like all that stuff feels like a Lego game, dude. I'm telling you. Like,
I'm sure they did dumb it down for the third
it's
one.
just
'cause Square Enix
extremely
is having
linear.
this identity crisis where they're like, do people like RPGs?
No, I mean, I thought it was fine. The gameplay was the best part about it. The story is what I just wanted to play it on mute.
But that's why, like, people for that game had the astronaut theme, and they're like, it's that thing. It's like Kingdom Hearts 3 is, or wow, Kingdom Hearts has like gotten so bad or something, and then it's the astronaut by him. It's like it always was.
I mean, but people,
No, the Game Boy one's sick.
Yeah.
It gets a little repetitive at the end, but like, you know, pretty cool.
Reverse rebirth mode. Was
Very cool.
That's all
for,
I needed.
For a Game Boy game.
Yeah, you playing with cards and stuff like. Hey man, I rock with it. I played the
Just
PS2
the
version.
sprite graphics, like, I mean, it was just so interesting. Action RPG card battler, like it was fun. Sure,
Yeah,
was the story literally the same thing as the
Oh my
first
gosh,
game? Yeah,
dude.
but
Yeah, they just dropped the ball is all. But you know,
just drop the ball is all.
they dropped the ball. Like but
You gotta
hey.
press the red buttons, guys.
Oh, Trevor, we should hug, dude.
You gotta press the red buttons, guys.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I was just getting the blue.
What does the
orbs.
red button mean? What are you talking about?
We gotta press the red buttons that are. See, there's one up there. One of them's yellow though.
Where you going? Oh, that way.
Yeah, aren't you deceased? Oh yeah, I was just getting the orbs.
Anyway, put a yak in the chat.
Seriously, I'd want to put that. I want to put that game up if I didn't have to relive the story again. I wonder if we can do that. Just put up a game without any audio.
Man,
Oh, also like the cell phone stuff in that game, and like the when you play in the rocket ship and stuff. Oh my gosh,
gummy ship?
the gummy ship, dude.
The gummy
You
ship
don't like
ain't
that?
that.
Oh,
you don't
so
like that
bad.
broke Star?
It was like, what if Star Fox
game?
was like the worst game of all time?
Hey man, this story is just
How many do we have to go?
once I saw just repetitive tears everywhere. I'm like, all right, no, I just don't do that. Where are you going? I'm sorry. All right, y'all. All right. My little brother is not excited about that game and can't finish it, and that was his favorite game on the planet, Kingdom Hearts. That tells you the game is good.
I feel like a lot of people say that's their favorite game because they like Disney, and they
No,
played
he-
it when they played the game when they were 5.
No, he really liked it. He liked the first one and he liked the second, but the third one he just never finished it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's because it had that Last Guardian effect where people have been waiting for it for so long. They put it on this pedestal that it was never gonna like reach.
Michael,
So how could it?
they came out with like 7 games. Clearly people
She
like
did a
it.
backflip to it. Look, you can do this. I did that.
No, I'm
here's
saying
your
like
hug.
I feel like that's where that disappointment comes from. It's like they probably didn't actually like it as much as they thought they did.
Or they did, and the third one wasn't good.
Because most people, it seems like, who were like really hyped and then disappointed for the third one, were the people who played the mainline ones. They weren't like the people who like played all 500 spin-offs.
I mean, but it was a mainline one. I'm just saying, like, if it was as good as the other ones in the mainline, I think people would have enjoyed it. But the story fell off. It got so convoluted, it just did not make any sense. And
It's
not
the
only that,
the Kingdom Hearts is like the J.J. Abrams of the video game industry. It's in the box. Nothing's in the box.
That's why I say the first one was the best one, because it was in its purest form and it was the least convoluted one. But shout out to Kingdom Hearts. Might put up a series one day.
My gosh, dude.
If somebody said they pay you $1 million, but you have to like play through every single Kingdom Hearts game,
Man,
every year,
it would be a tough decision. Every year, especially.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
for $1 million.
Dude, I really,
I mean,
I'm
my
telling
wife
you,
would
I
make me,
played,
but-
I also played that like Dream Drop Distance one you let me borrow, and I just don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be any type of way, but like, I just seriously did not find those games like even a little bit fun.
There's no types of way he's trying to be.
No, because I feel like you have a reputation of like, oh, you don't like something, so you feel like, oh, you probably just don't like it. But like, I'm telling you, like, even just from a like, I can still have fun with this. Like, there's nothing, dude.
I mean, for you,
like
clearly.
I don't know. That's why like there's a YouTuber that made a video about it that I know made a lot of people mad, but like I 1000% agree with that assessment of it.
Yeah, and that's
I
his
feel like
opinion.
the
Like,
Animal
because
Crossing
just
Disney
like
game
what
is,
was said about the gameplay anyway.
I feel like the Animal Crossing Disney game is like a better like representation of what Kingdom Hearts is trying to do for the most part.
I mean, you know, that's just one of the things where, you know, people like what they like and don't like what they don't like. Those same people who say that about that game also say it about like Final Fantasy.
Oh dear, I do not love this.
That's not his voice. What's wrong?
I heard his strangers are coming to the final tone.
I'm sorry. Hey, we're strange. I wonder if it's us.
It's hello, stargazers. Oh no. And you've got the book?
I'm afraid so.
Can't you just give it to us, old timer?
Michael, wake up!
I would love to, but I'm afraid I can't.
This is a bad guy?
Stargazers.
Oh, man.
Hello, stargazers. Donald, why do you always have to say such things?
I don't know what we're doing.
Dude, I just have to say I'm starving right now. I'm so
Nice.
hungry.
Me too. Something about gaming. Just need some gamer grease, you know?
Some gamer fuel, aka Baja Blast. That really should be like gamer fuel. It's even just the look it has, the green
No,
soda.
Code Red is the gamer fuel.
That's like the gamer fuel if you're in like middle school.
Yeah, I was in middle school.
And
when
you
it
like
came out.
definitely that's like a got to be glued like type of. Oh, you hit the things. Trevor, hit
it.
that. Trevor, hit that.
Hit the
to
thing.
the left.
Hit the thing.
To the left.
To the left.
The Saturn looking thing. Look at where Donald is. Look.
Oh, got it.
No, but Code Red is definitely like I spike my hair up like a Dragon Ball Z character with got to be glued, and I'm in like 7th grade.
No, I listen to music that sounds like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely like I drink Code Red when I play video games.
Dude, how else to do it? On Xbox Live. Harassing people you don't know in real life.
Got him.
Got 'em.
When we first got an Xbox Live, it defaulted a username for Matthew
No,
And
it's
then,
that's not what it was. Dad made it for me.
Well, but he'd like chain the.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Reddit, where it like just kind of names you a bunch of stuff, and yeah, a bunch of adults like made fun of us. Like
The music
fifth
is pretty
graders for,
epic.
oh, your username is so stupid. It's like, jeez.
That's
You
funny.
talking about Wiggly MCC?
It was Wiggly MCC, which is pretty funny in retrospect. But you know, like the bullying children is it's a
It was
look
just
for
Wiggly
sure.
and my initials. I don't know why it was Wiggly, but
Got him.
They weren't laughing anymore when we destroyed them at Godzilla Save the Earth.
that's right.
With my
Dude, I remember
space Godzilla.
I played in a tournament for that before. Online, dude. Have you seen the mod
Early
for
online
Godzilla?
tournaments were cool.
Have you seen the mod for Godzilla Save the Earth Melee?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's like Melee but Godzilla Save the Earth. It's literally the coolest thing, dude. Like you can literally get hit on the ground and you can tech. And like just imagine
Oh,
that
that's
game with like
nice.
crazier combos and stuff like that. Like it's such a cool mod, dude. Also the graphics are really like way improved for it too. Alright, there's just 2 more things we gotta knock off of him. Hello, stargazers.
You shouldn't
My
have
voice-
betrayed. You
My
shouldn't have.
voice change was good because he turned evil, and he would have sounded like that as an evil dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you couldn't give it away so obviously. You had to be like
Oh, I knew he was-
stargazers.
I knew he was evil.
That's a good cover up, Michael.
Actually, I guess the crocodile was evil. We'll see.
No, he's not.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
If he is, I definitely
He's been
like.
pulling the strings all along.
If he's evil, I want to uninstall this game and.
King Karoo, you're scaling this. I'm evil.
I'm gonna lick the Switch cartridge.
Thank you, Donald. Gosh.
Sora.
Sora.
No, he would do that. He would do that all the time and use up all your potions. I couldn't stand Goofy. I love him, but I couldn't stand him. in
Trevor,
those
get the
games.
one below you. Let's try to do some one thing. Oh, Michael! Yeah!
Yeah, that's the thing that the biggest thing Kingdom Hearts did was. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard in a game with like a universe to represent, but like it just had too many characters, too many things you're supposed to be like paying attention to, or you're supposed to care about, and so you don't end up caring about any of it.
Some of it. It's just like the problem is when you do stuff like that, you just.
All right, pick a quadrant, fellas. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Trevor.
What do you mean good? Man, I got. You should have seen. I got like 3 in one little
Yeah, I'm
thing.
sure you did great. This guy looks like he's a Star Wars reject.
TBDB. TBD.
TBD.
I just love being defeated.
Oh gosh, we just petrified him.
It makes the next victory that much sweeter.
Jeez.
Oh, maybe that's what's blocking the mail chute. The last book.
We did it, gamers.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh, I thought something bad was gonna happen.
Be careful, Goofy. It looks like it might. Flush.
Go.
Gosh.
What if
Is
it
that a
just?
foot?
What if it just correct? What if it just corrupted your Switch?
Have you ever seen that glitch in Mario Galaxy where like Mario falls like infinitely and it just turns your Wii blue? Like the screen just like it literally just goes like, and then turns blue because the game is just not meant to do that.
Oh, that was fun. Then it wasn't. Then it was again.
Oh boy, what matters is we have the last book. So that's all 3. Our quest is over. We stopped the thieves and saved the day.
Those small and weak Hawkins, and we'll be so happy.
Hey, it's me, Toku.
On the next episode of Disney Illusion Island.
Yuck.
Dude, those Funimation next time on Dragon Ball Z's were so bad. Hey, Goku here.
Look at
I'm
Donald.
healing in the chamber while Vegeta's out fighting for his life. Can he stop Frieza?
Yeah.
Man, this feels like the end of the game. It's not. It's not, is it?
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Well, that's gonna end it this episode. Cottrello
Yes, the
Games.
tomes have been placed in the library, and we're off to another adventure.
Second half's next.